Magic Mass
It arrived
is back.
on a Tuesday.
Finally. So
Now-
what Mike has done is he's hooked us up with a free tub. So I grabbed a wait time here.
Good choice.
So let's do a actual taste test.
Yes.
Now quickly, just Magic Mass is a 2-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein. While it's considered a mass gainer or marketed as a mass gainer, I still love using this as a post-workout protein.
Yeah, well, you've got the 2-to-1 ratio of protein to carbs, the perfect ratio. Plus, it's got 3 grams of 3 grams of creatine per
5
serving.
grams now.
5 grams of creatine per serve.
Well, that's what I read on their website.
So you don't need to supplement with creatine if you're not doing that already, and some added digestive enzymes to help with the breakdown of those extra sugars in there.
And the carbohydrate is a blend of maltodextrins, dextrose, tapioca starch, and rice starch. It's also got some MCT or medium chain triglycerides just to bump up the calories a little bit. But I was always impressed with this protein because one, it mixes really well and it tastes great. And it's one of the only carbohydrate protein powders that sits really well with me. And I find it really good after training. So what we've got here is the whey time flavour.
Yep.
Which would be based on the
Golden Gay time.
Golden Gate. It's even got that little type of picture on there.
It was my personal favourite of the Magic Wheys. So I'm only guessing the Magic Mass is going to be tasting even better.
All right. So there's a glass for you. So I have got here a serving size, which is 3 scoops, which is how many grams?
112 grams.
112 grams, and that's going to give you 34 grams of protein and 61 grams of carbohydrates. So, and they say to mix it with 300 mils. So I've got here 300 mils of cold water.
Yep. See, I'm not a betting man. But sign tells me that's not going to mix.
I have generally used this much water.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm not a betting man.
And I've used 2 heap scoops.
Ooh, that smell.
Which pretty much then equates to 3. Now,
it smells like honeycomb in here now.
It's very much so. All right, so let's have a look at how that goes.
Perfect mixability. There we go.
So we have a nice separation of powder and liquid.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want in your protein powder. You want nothing to mix, ever. But slight agitation.
Well, look at that.
Wow, what a world we live in. I'm actually fairly impressed. All right.
Your take first.
Yes, it's Golden Gate time to a T.
Yeah.
It's actually legit, like 100% like a Golden Gate time. The consistency, however, scares me a little bit. That's just because I like mine a little bit more watery rather than less viscous, but there's no chunks.
But for a mass gainer, this is more like a protein powder to me. I do like that creamy consistency of these products. This particular product. It's really creamy. That's the best way to describe it. It's creamy, but that is delicious.
It is actually very, very delicious. Now, the thing that makes it a bit more creamier, a bit more fuller in volume is obviously those MCT oils.
Yep.
But tapioca starch alone actually absorbs more water. So that's what gives it a bit more of like a puffed up effect.
That is incredibly delicious.
It is very, very nice.
And 300 mil, no lumps, nothing, mixed beautifully.
Yep. And yeah, one whole serve will give you that 450
And considering
calorie.
I threw that water on top of the powder.
Exactly, no. You did
which
that.
really is a no-no. Yeah. So generally, I would suggest you mix it up by putting your water into your shaker first and then put in your scoop. But that had no issues.
No.
There's actually nothing left on the bottom. So that is in stock now. It's $119.95. How many serves do we have in that?
20 serves.
20 serves, which is a typical...
It's a mass gainer.
Mass gainer. $119.95. Comes in 3 flavours, chocolate, vanilla and whey time.
But of course, being it is, you can still use 1 scoop. You don't need to go for, your body doesn't need a certain amount of protein per every whatever. You can, if you still went 1 scoop, you're still looking around 70 scoops.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a nice...
I'd say if you're going to use it as a general mass gainer to give yourself extra calories, 2 scoops.
Yeah.
A couple of times a day. As a post-workout, I would have the 3 scoops.
The full
to
dose.
give you the 34 grams of 35 grams.
35 grams. Of course,
protein and good 60 grams of carbs, which is a nice 2-to-1 ratio.
Great blend.
And really good for recovery. But it is great as an after because it does not sit in your stomach like a block. It digests really easy, and obviously those digestive enzymes, everything help.
Yes, of course.
So well done to Mike and Magic. I think that is one of the best weight gainers around.
Definitely in terms of taste.
Yep. Yeah, and not only that, not only taste, but just the good combination of protein over carbs and the ingredients. It's not just full of maltodextrin on its own. It's a good blend of carbohydrates.
That it is.
Yep.
That it is.
Available now.